Hey guys, it's Dani, and today I want to chat about Halloween and candy. So here's the deal. Oftentimes when we have a specific health goal or a weight loss goal, come a holiday like Halloween, we automatically begin to vow that we are not going to touch the candy. We start looking at what's the healthiest candy to eat, and we decide like, it's a no-no, candy is a bad idea, and we start praying to the willpower gods that we won't touch that sugary yumminess that is going to be surrounding us everywhere we go. But here is the catch. Right? Oftentimes, overeating or binge eating is a direct effect of that initial resistance. Because remember, when we push, or try really hard in one direction, eventually that energy is going to be met with an equal and opposite energy. And that is what swings us into an overeating session or a all or nothing type of thinking or a binge eating session, right? So the key is really to find that space of eating and living that is going to be sustainable for life. It shouldn't feel like you are fighting all the time and like you're trying so hard all the time. There really is a middle ground. So today I want to share with you a few tips and strategies that have helped me throughout the years to be able to be in and with a holiday without feeling like I have to micromanage every single thing that is happening. So number one, before Halloween comes, ask yourself, if I were going to have some candy today, what candy would I absolutely love to eat? Maybe it's a candy that you enjoyed when you were a kid, or maybe it's just something you haven't had in a really long time. You know, for me, I know it's those little Milk Duds and the Almond Joys. I'm also a really big fan of Twizzlers, but I do tend to indulge in those a couple times throughout the year, so they never excite me as much as the chocolate does. But whatever it is you pick, you want to pick that thing that you really love. And then once you pick it, you have to give yourself full permission to eat it. And here comes the really important part. You must enjoy it, right? So you eat it, you taste it, you receive the pleasure from that whole eating experience. You do not try to eat behind your own back. You choose to stay present and conscious. And then when you're done, you move on. No guilt, no shame. It's just a piece of candy. Remember guys, where our attention goes, our energy flows. So if your brain is constantly saying, no candy, no candy, no candy, no candy, no candy, here's what life hears, because life doesn't judge. There's no good, there's no bad. There's no yes and no, right? So here's what life hears. Candy, 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 right? So all of your energy is going towards candy. So my second tip to you is to diversify your attention. Focus on other things that you enjoy about Halloween. And if you don't enjoy Halloween, no big deal. Just focus on other things that you would enjoy to do with yourself in the course of a day. So for example, 3 of the things that I like to put my attention on for Halloween, other than candy, because yes, candy is fun, but there are other things that are fun about Halloween, are the meal, because I like planning a really delicious, healthy, nourishing meal for myself, my family, and any friends that may be wandering our way. The costumes, because it is fun. Even if I don't get dressed up, which I am this year, it's really fun to help my kids get dressed and see all of the joy and the excitement that they get from the whole experience, because then that totally transfers to me and my husband, and it's a really fun experience. And number 3 is my Fitbit, and I'll explain. So number 1 is the meal. What I like to do is, I know we're going to be out. I know we're going to be trick-or-treating. I am not into micromanaging every single thing my kids do. I know I cannot control everything they put in their mouth and all of their experience in the external world. So I just try to control my roof, what's under this roof, right? So I love planning a meal. And one of my favorite meals for Halloween is a big pot of chili. I add in tons of veggies. There's some source of healthy protein in there. And I know that we're going to have this really warm, nourishing, delicious meal waiting when we get home, because I always make it ahead of time. And then I'll do a toppings bar as well. So it's super fun. And it's great for a crowd. You know, if you end up with some stragglers, like often we do on Halloween, everybody comes in, I take that pot, I throw it on the stove, we have a big pot of chili with a toppings bar, and it's perfect, right? So that's one place I like to put my attention, and I look forward to that meal. The second place is the costumes, right? I help my kids get dressed. It's very fun. It's very exciting. Both of my kids want to be doggies this year. My son wants to be a regular doggie, and my daughter wants to be a diva doggy. And if you knew my daughter, you would know just how appropriate that costume is for her. I'm going to be the cat. My husband is going to be the dog catcher. We're going to be one happy dog family. But it's a fun thing for me. Again, if costumes aren't your thing, that's not a big deal. That's not the point here. The point is to look for the things that could be fun or exciting to you in that whole day, in that whole experience. And the third thing that I really like to put my attention on is my Fitbit. Now, oftentimes I'll wear my Fitbit throughout the day, and I'm always trying to get my 10,000 steps. It's one of those little reminders that helps me stay active throughout the day. And since on Halloween, we are out walking through the neighborhoods a big part of the day, I like to focus on seeing how many bonus steps I can get on Halloween. Helps me to take my attention off the candy baskets and back onto my steps, which is something, it becomes like a fun little game, right? So I'm not saying that you guys need to take my 3 attention diverters per se, but think of your own things that you can focus on and think about throughout Halloween other than just the candy, right? You have permission to eat a little bit of candy, have your candy, enjoy that candy, and then enjoy the rest of the day and the rest of the experience. So I hope that helps a little bit. I know that these tips have really helped me in my own personal journey, so I don't feel like I'm always fighting with food or fighting with the holiday or fighting with the candy. It offers a little bit of relaxation and ease, and I hope that that is offered to you as well. I would, of course, love to hear your thoughts and your opinions and your questions down in the comments below. And remember, guys, I also do one-on-one health and weight loss coaching. So if that's something you ever need extra support with, I am happy to help you with that. So I'm going to leave a link down in the description box below where you can learn more about that. In the meantime, I would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, your questions about this whole Halloween topic. So come on down into the comments below and let's chat. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a happy Halloween, and I will see you next time with some more food for thought.